if Liverpool had failed to pick up anything against West Ham and against Tottenham, they would have been in way more trouble than they are now. But they lose to Brighton. And I'm like, oh man, what is going on? I thought Liverpool were getting their mojo back. I really thought so. But apparently not. Klopp is saying that the players are suffering from mental fatigue. There's too many games to play. Klopp, you're the one who put the squad together. You put the squad together. If you had a better squad, overall squad, you would not have been in this kind of situation. You would not have been in this situation. That's why there's a transfer window for you to bulk up your team as best as you can. You are the one who looked at your team, who looked at your squad and say, yeah, I think this is good enough. I think this is good enough. You're the one who chose to promote Nico Williams, Reece Williams, not to send Nat Phillips back out on loan. You were the one. You guys decided that. When you sold Lovren, you were supposed to bring in a center back. You had to. You had to bring in a senior center back just to have us covered. You had to. Didn't. Lost Van Dijk, lost Gomez. You end up having to play Fabinho and Henderson at the back. You lose two midfielders right there in the process. You just lost two midfielders in the process by doing that. And then you have to put in guys who are not really match sharp in the midfield. You have guys playing all over the place. You see what I'm saying? You're not making the right decisions, in my opinion. Playing Milner ahead of Curtis Jones, where I think Jones should have been playing the game against Brighton. You brought in Thiago. And like I said in the last live stream, Liverpool probably were a better team without Thiago, and nobody come argue with me. And this is exactly why, another reason, I'm enjoying doing this by myself, because I could say what I have to say. You guys are going to just take what I have to say and just analyze in your head what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Okay? I don't have nobody interrupting me. I'm going to say what I have to say and how I feel. I want to argue. This is how I feel. I don't want to argue. Listen, look at the stats. What have Thiago done apart from passing the ball very nicely? Please tell me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Please tell me what he has done for you lately. What have you done for Liverpool lately, Thiago? What have you done? What have you done for me lately? Nothing. Don't tell me you have Thiago in your midfield and you're losing to Burnley and you're losing to Brighton, and then you want to come tell me about Thiago over De Bruyne. Listen, knock it off. Take a hike. Demo, I don't want to argue with you. You're sounding delusional too. I'm gonna put you in the category as one of the delusional Liverpool fans. I have to put you there too. You're there, Ryan is there. You're both delusional. Sorry. But you guys are delusional. Thiago, how many games he have played? Listen, man, what we gonna do? Since you don't believe me, we'll bring it up. Since you don't believe me, we're gonna bring it up right now. You don't want to believe me? Nobody want to believe me? If you're in the chat and you think I'm only talking shit, you don't want to believe me? I'm not. I'm talking facts right now. I'm talking straight facts right now, okay? I'm bringing it up. I'm going to bring it up right now. I'm going to show you guys on the screen right about now what's been going on with Thiago Alcantara at Liverpool. Football isn't just stats. So why you brought in Ben Davies? Why? Please tell me why you brought Davies in if it's not about stats. Explain to me. Explain. Why do they keep stats then? Why Opta stats? They make a living on stats. You telling me about football ain't about stats? Listen, bro. When the stats aren't in your favor, that's when you say it's not about stats. That's when you say it's not about stats. The better stats, if the team have great stats, it means the team is doing really good. The stats are shitty, you're not doing well. It's stats. Stats. You telling me football ain't about stats, it's telling me accounting is not important. That's what you're basically telling me. You're telling me, listen, Bamford has been doing a better job than Jesus. He's not a better footballer than Jesus, but he is more effective than Jesus. See what I'm saying? In front of goal, he has proven more effective because he has more goals. But then, if you go back and you check the stats, then you'll see that Bamford had way more opportunities than Jesus to score. So then maybe you'll come back and say, maybe he's not. Stats are important. Stats are important. It's very important. We're going to bring it up, and I'm going to shut up all the delusional Liverpool people right now and the Thiago fanboys and the Thiago stands right now. Just take a look at this right now and telling me stats not important. It ain't important. Tell me it's not important. Thiago was playing for great teams. Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Liverpool are a great team. Not that great this season. Not that great this season. While Bayern Munich were great every single season he was there. Every season. He was just a cog in the machine. Just like he is a cog in the Liverpool misfiring machine right now. Cylinder 1 is missing. Cylinder 4 is missing. Cylinder 6 is missing. How many cylinders your engine have, Liverpool? How many cylinders? You have an 8 cylinder? You have a 12? What do you have? Let's say you have an 8. You see what I'm saying? Let's say you have a V8. Okay? Let's say you have a V8, okay? 1 is missing. 4 is missing. 5 is missing. The engine ain't working. It ain't working. 9 Premier League appearances. No goals, no assists. Goals and assists win you games, man. You telling me about stats? When you want to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold, what do? You go and you bring up the amount of assists he got. And then you want to tell me that stats don't matter. Biased. Delusional. I know all Thiago does is pass the ball properly. That's it. He passes the ball well. That's it. That's what he's been doing for Liverpool. Nothing else. Nothing else. Give away a few penalties. Give away a few bad free kicks. Come on. Let's be honest here. We are being honest. I have nothing against the man. But look at these stats though. This ain't the Bruno Fernandes stats or the Bruno Fernandes performances. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, man. You guys are putting this man way too high on the fucking pedestal. And you need to stop. Stop it. And we're still talking about Liverpool versus City this weekend, by the way. We are. 9 games. 9. Let me clear my throat. Got a frog in my throat, man. Let me clear it. 9 games. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Coronavirus. Knee injury. I know Richarlison fucked his knee up and everything, but he was out for a very long time. And that's something that I feared could have happened with Thiago. He has a kind of dodgy injury record. How many games he missed here? From 6 to 15. That is what? 10 games. He missed 10 games. You guys are, oh, we don't have Thiago. But you guys did well. Look at this, right? You guys tell me, please, somebody please tell me if Thiago makes Liverpool better or worse. Look at this. Liverpool has 11 wins this season, 11. When Thiago wasn't playing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins, 1, 2, 3, 4 draws. They never lost a game here. They did lose a game without Thiago. Right there, the 7-2 loss. But without Thiago, Liverpool have only lost 1 out of 12. 1 out of 12, right? 1 out of 12, or I think 1 out. Let me make sure I get this right. 4, 10, 12. 1 out of 12. 1 out of 12 games. He has played 9 matches, I think. There has to be another game in there. He missed the first game. 1 out of 12. He wasn't bought for the first game. So we're breaking down what Thiago has done at Liverpool so far. That's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing right now. So, oh boy. Dom, have you heard about Klopp's comments that City benefited from a 2-week COVID break to go to top? Pep replied he'll address it directly with Klopp. I didn't hear this one. I gotta check out these interviews. I've been check out these interviews though, because look, man, look at me, man. Look at me. Demo, look at me, man. Look at me. Look here. Look here, please. You talking about who passed the ball to who to score this? How many times Kevin De Bruyne did that? Never got the credit for it. How many times? Many, many times. Many times he's done it. You guys need to just get to the realization that the man is not really helping you. That's the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is this is not against Liverpool, This is a great point that a lot of Liverpool fans would not want to talk about. He's not made your team better. You had players, capable players that could have done almost the same thing. Almost the same thing. I'm telling you this. And back to the whole thing, Klopp's just making excuses. He's just making excuses. Listen, when let's say you show up, let's say you woke up late from work and you have to come up with some type of excuse. You can't tell them you're late. You have to come up with some excuse at work to say, man, this is the reason why I didn't come early for the last couple of days. You know what I mean? You got to come up with some kind of excuse, you know what I'm saying? You got to tell them that you're not there, you know what I mean? I'm mentally fatigued. I've been stressed out. This whole COVID-19 thing is stressing me out. I'm not right in the head right now. They won't fire you for that. That's kind of a discrimination. And the other thing I don't like about a lot of people in the comments is like they make points and then they're in the comments looking for strength. Woo! Love it, man. Listen. We're going to go back here. That's the thing about me. I'm going to bring straight facts, man. Look, straight facts. Thiago played against Chelsea. That was Thiago's best game. He broke records in 45 minutes. Yay, Thiago! Yay! Thiago! Coronavirus. Missed 2 games. Came back. Drew against Everton. He played 90 minutes. Bam. Richarlison took him out. Injured for 10 games. Came back. Since he came back, what happened? Look, this is what we're talking about. It's right there on the screen. Since he came back, what happened? 3 losses. 3 losses. 3, against Southampton, Burnley, and Brighton. And you want to tell me, you want to come talk to me about Thiago? Man, stop it, man. You guys need to stop it. You guys need to just stop the bullshit, man. Look at this. Thiago. How many games is this? 7 games. 7 games. You dropped points in 5. And Thiago was heavily involved, except for the Newcastle game. 7 games. You only won twice. And during those games, no goals, no assists, none. If you don't, listen, man, listen. unless you're a defender, which includes a defensive midfielder, and you don't score no goals or no assists, you cannot get the player of the season. You can't. So tell me how stats are not important. Please, somebody tell me how stats are not important here. Please tell me. Please tell me. This ain't about Thiago versus Kevin De Bruyne. Some of you guys are getting this thing mixed up if that's what you're thinking. This is not comparing to Thiago. This is not comparing Thiago to another player. It is not. This is about coming to the realization that Thiago has not contributed enough to Liverpool Football Club on the field. That's it. That is it. That's all I'm saying. His presence has not helped you. And the stats are right there. It's right there. Cold, hard stats to prove it. It has not helped. Because when you didn't have him, you didn't lose. One game you lost. One game, and that was an anomaly against Aston Villa. Apart from that, you did not lose a single game, man. You didn't. You didn't. You see what I mean? You didn't. But look, I've been going on way too long. I don't even realize it was 12:24. I have an appointment coming up, but I will get to the appointment late. I see the person is in the chat. I will get to you. I will get to you pretty soon. But we have to talk about this. We have to address these issues. We have to address these little issues. You see what I mean? Trent's not playing at his best. Robertson's not playing at his best simply because he's not. He's not crossing as many balls as he used to. Trent ain't either. Maybe they are indeed mentally fatigued. Mane, how many games he went without scoring? Then he scored. Then he's injured. Salah, I know he's on top of the goal scoring chart. He went about 6 games without scoring, and he's back scoring. Then against Brighton, when you have to score, you don't score. Come on, man. Firmino, 275 games for Liverpool. You only got 85 Gs. 85 Gs. I know you racked up about 70-something assists. Might as well you play in midfield then. Play as a midfielder. And free up the top spot for somebody else. Liverpool also a missing Jota. Maybe that's the missing piece. Maybe that's the missing piece, man. Maybe that's the missing piece. It has to be the missing piece. Jota has to be the missing piece. Let's bring up Jota. Let's talk about the Jota thing. Would he be available for City? Would he be available? I'm not sure. I think he's still injured. Let's bring up Jota. You want to talk about stats? You want to tell me about stats is not important, D. Modre? If Jota had 0 goals right now, what would you be saying about Jota? Haven't worked out really. Haven't really worked out, man. It haven't worked out. I haven't worked out. He's played how many games for us and he still have not scored. It haven't worked out. Stats. What are you talking about? Stats. It's bookkeeping. You tell me you want to have a business. What is a business without bookkeeping? It's a scam.